So if you had to speak to President Bola Tinubu now as a Nigerian, what would you like to say to him?
I will not waste my time flogging a dead horse. If I had the opportunity to speak directly to Chief Tinubu, I will tell him, sir, with all due respect, you have sounded too good for the job you have done. In the name of God, go. Everything that is happening here is not happening by chance. All the corruption and the scandal is the reason why you can see that we have engaged in so much borrowing with nothing to show for it. God has been good to you. God has been kind to you. In fact, for me to be here, I had to leave my Akara business that was, we were instructed to start by your wife. And then, the First Lady can say she doled out 2 billion, she doled out 1 billion. You do not know from where this money is coming from. The entire First family parasiting on the government. This kind of corruption is what you can call the renewed hope corruption. This kind of corruption can only stand on a mandate. Nigeria is in trouble, and every Nigerian must wake up to rescue this country. This government, the Tinubu government, is a scandal. Every person in Nigeria should be asking the right question, because if you fail to hold them accountable, we have institutionalized corruption. This kind of impostor can only be a renewed hope impostor. Who is deceiving who? So as it is today, if this was a normal society, we will be seeing mass resignations. The chief of staff must step aside so that you cannot be a judge in your own case. Because this issue of corruption goes to the heart of why Nigeria is struggling today. Nigerians have been seen finished by their government. When Nigerians will say they no rate us. If the deal had not busted, I'm sure probably by now he should be preparing to receive a chieftaincy title somewhere where they will call a musician a high life musician and there will be a lot of celebration. Is it news to you that the leader of the country had a forfeiture case in the United States of America? Are we not aware that the leader of the country also approached a court not to release certain documents from that same country? In fact, if you look at the entire regime, it is like a festival of corruption, like a corruption Armageddon. If corruption was an Olympic sport, the best 11 would probably be coming out of this regime. These are kind of scandals and corruption that can stand on a mandate. So if you continue to say, what will the government do? What has the government already done to launder the image of the country? Is it news to you that the president of the country traveled out with the second highest title in the land, GCON, and handed over to his personal friend in a foreign country in France? And that personal friend of his was given the highest contract in Africa, the coastal highway. And that particular person is also a convicted money launderer in the same United States of America. So because as it is today, it is easier for DSS to track an activist like myself and arrest even from my village than to track an impostor that is at the federal secretariat. Who is deceiving who? A government that is helpless in its own corruption and cavalier in its own impunity, you cannot expect much from them. The question is, how much is enough for the Nigerian people to tolerate? What level of corruption and criminality in government are we ready to condone as a people? Once the majority say enough, it has to be enough very soon enough.